Hello everyone, I am Casey of Coffee and Hobby, and hang on a second. Piss off, you damn steroid shields wannabe Cinnabite. Concentrated orc farts are extremely effective against Emperor's children. Side note, do not get near any Death Guard or ally of Nurgle. Put that in the back pocket. I'm gonna have to get a new door. Anyways, let's get into the video. Today we're talking about fitness for mini painters. This is an interesting subject because of the fact of mini painting is very much a sedentary sort of hobby. You're sitting down, you're focusing on painting miniatures. So it can be easy for mini painters especially to kind of start to get out of shape. So we need some way to maintain our health. Now, the first thing I do want to address is that we shouldn't be thinking of fitness as a separate hobby. It doesn't have to be. Are there people who dedicate hours upon hours to fitness every day? Yes. But that does not mean you have to. They are going beyond what you have to do to be a regular healthy person. Typically, each day I'll do a half hour of exercising. Today I had to skip it because I accidentally deleted the previous version of this video. Well, it is what it is. So, now that we've got that down, really is just, you don't need to get hours to it. You can dedicate a half hour, a few minutes. It's just kind of what works for you. What works around your schedule. I would say aim for at least half an hour though. Another thing is a lot of us associate fitness and exercise with the gym. Now I'm not going to lie, I am a bisexual man. So one day I may like to go to the gym and just take a look at all the muscular, fit men. But that aside, now one of these yes, looking mother. I've got to reload from yesterday. Got about 6 left. Anyways, back to the video. I know a lot of people, they have all sorts of reasons. They don't have the time to go out and go to the gym, or they don't have the money to go out and pay for gym fees. Or they just don't like being in that sort of social situation. But that doesn't mean you can't be healthy and be fit, and that doesn't mean you can't exercise properly. You can easily exercise at home. What I do is what my mom does is we use this app called 7-Minute Workout. It's got a bunch of good exercises that don't need any equipment that you can do at home. My workout typically consists of a warm-up, classical, and then typically a dumbbell focus for me, as well as a cool down. Half hour, about 28 minutes. Good. So, some people worry about getting specialized equipment. I completely get that. you see when you go to a gym, or you rather be like a private business, or you go to like a school gym, they are likely going to have weights and some sort of equipment. And yeah, they did when I was in high school. But my high school was also a money dump. Yeah. That's a whole thing. But all you really need, if you do a 7-minute workout, is a chair. Or something to step up on. Maybe a chair or a stool. And the space to do it. Yeah. And exercise does not need to be an expensive thing. It does not need to require you to go out and go to a gym. We want to also touch upon the benefits when it comes to mini painting itself. We are mini painters. When we do stuff a lot of times, it's nice if it helps. We would like it to further also our mini painting hobby, our skills in that. And what exercise does is it puts you in a better mental space, and it helps you focus more. I don't know the exact sciences behind it, but even if the exercise itself is grueling, afterwards, and once you've got done your cool down, you kind of recovered and properly got yourself hydrated, you'll feel good. Unless you happen to have the misfortune of pulling something, but that's just natural, just doing activities in general. It's the risk of pulling something, but that's neither here nor there. So, I would, if you are trying to think of, if you're thinking of, how will this benefit that main painting hobby, is just, it will help improve your mental state and help improve your focus. Now, I do want to touch upon diet, because part of fitness is eating properly. Though I would advise you talk to your doctor. Don't just take what people say on the internet. Everybody's body is different. If it wasn't for my mom saying, telling me to have lunch, I would typically be skipping lunch. On the days that I can, I typically do. But I can do that because I take fiber to help with certain shitty issues, we'll say. I know I don't pay rent, but I may owe my dad for the amount of damage those concentrated orc farts are doing. EB. Diet. Generally, if you're wanting to lose weight, the good rule of thumb is to have a calorie deficit, but even then, it can depend on your own physicality, how your body deals with things. That's why I say talk to your doctor, talk to someone who knows anatomy and knows your body. Everybody has unique needs. One common advice is to tell people to cut out sugar. Well, if you have a type of diabetes to where you can't produce your own sugar and you need to get sugar from an outside source, you can't do that. So I would just say, when it comes to the diet stuff, talk to a doctor. It is important to fitness, but isn't something that you can just look up online and automatically get the best thing for you. One of those things that very much it has to be customized. Workout, I would recommend having a routine. That's a good, just keep you kind of going and allows you to focus on the areas that you want to focus on. And also, exercise itself is essentially forcing your body to adapt. And the more you push your body through an exercise, the more it will adapt and strengthen those muscles associated with the exercise. And if you're someone who doesn't have a whole bunch of time, aside from, of course, you have to do a warm-up and cool down when you're going to exercise, that keeps you from regretting things later, because, well, you are still putting stress on your body, so you gotta ease it in and ease it out. But doing the actual exercise itself, the workout, should focus on your body in general. If you can't do that and a concentrated, focus on doing a general workout. I can do the general and a more concentrated one because I have the time typically. But I know a lot of people, they don't have that time. So it just kind of comes down to when you work out, focus on general. If you can have focused workout, cool. But it's going to be better for your health if you do a general workout as your primary workout. Having to do a cool down, a warm up and a cool down. Using your body in, using your body out, or else you regret. The thing is that fitness is a part of life. You are going to have to keep doing this. Even after you reach your body goals, to maintain them, you're going to have to keep exercising and exercising and exercising to maintain that. Because just as easily as your body can adapt to stress, it can adapt to a lack of stress. And finally, hang on a sec. So, I decided to send one of you inquisitor motherfuckers this time. I just made this easier. Anyways, this has been Casey of Coffee and Hobby. Remember to drink coffee and paint minis.